Hello, hello. Welcome to Monday. December 22nd is Game Plan Monday time, friends. And we are talking about phase 4 of our 75 planned challenge. So we have already talked about 1, 2, and 3, but let's do a quick recap. The 75 planned challenge is designed for you to get into your planner in the new year. And I know many of us buy a new planner every year and we go a couple of weeks and we're like, this isn't really working for me. And then we get stressed out and frustrated because we want to be better planners and it just doesn't happen. And so that is why this challenge was created. It is a 5-part challenge. The first part is to dump it. So do a quick brain dump and get everything out of your head and onto paper so that you can determine what it is that you need to do for the week. The next one is plan it. And this is looking at your brain dump list and determining what you have the capacity to actually accomplish throughout the week, the day, whatever the case might be. The third part, which we just talked about last week, was do it. Finding time in your day to actually get done the thing that you said that you were going to do or the thing that you planned to get done. And then today we're talking about the fourth phase, which is track it. So track it has a very special place in my heart, and I love being able to see where I've been and where I'm going and what needs to change. And that's one of the things about Track It that I absolutely love. It is not necessarily that you have to track everything, and it's not about being perfect and filling in every single circle every single day, but it is about noticing the progress that you're currently having in your life, in your business, or whatever it is that you might be working on, especially in the middle of busy, messy, low energy weeks or holiday weeks when you really don't want to do anything and you can open your planner and be like, I need to just pick one thing to be able to do. And if you are living in that life right now where you're like, I'm not really feeling it because I've got all of these other things that I need to be working on, then this is going to be something that's going to be helpful for you. I know that the reminder has been helpful for me. So the purpose behind visual tracking is very much about seeing. It's visual, it's looking, it's determining what it is that you have accomplished. It is evidence for your brain. And we are not all detectives and we're not out there solving all these mysteries, but we can look at our visual habit tracker and determine what it is we've actually accomplished because there's evidence. Did I get that thing done that I said I was going to do? Yes, there's evidence because either you've checked it off or you're using something like a habit tracker. When you can see that you showed up, even if it's in the very smallest ways, it helps you build momentum to be able to do the next thing. It could be a check mark, a colored box, a sticker. Those visual cues are telling you that you did something. You followed through on what you said you were going to do. This is working more than you might think it is. And that matters, especially this time of year when your energy is like, there's so many other things that I could be doing. So you absolutely do not have to track everything. So let's make that very clear. And in part of the 75 challenge, we're going to talk about that a little bit more at the end of this month, that the 75 plan challenge is not necessarily about you tracking all the things. It's about picking 1 or 2 things that actually matter right now in your particular day. For a social seller, network marketer, direct seller, this might mean showing up consistently in your social channels. It might be following up a few times a week. It might be posting content. It might be working your business for a set amount of time. Tracking works best when it's very simple and when it's doable and it's not overwhelming. Making this huge, elaborate, well, I cannot mark it off until I've done X, Y, and Z. No, if you've done one thing, then you can mark it off. So I wanted to bring some ideas for you today. And I have my own physical ones that I use, but I don't use both styles that Tool of 12 has. So I wanted to showcase those with you today so that you can kind of take a look and see what I'm talking about. Now, this is my absolute favorite style of habit tracking. This is the vertical goals and habits tracker. I love this one specifically because there are several different areas. Let me kind of share them with you. So first of all, there is the month area where you're going to write the month. This insert goes for an entire year. This is the verticals, or this is the habit tracker style that I prefer. It has your goals and notes, so you can write down what your goals are for the month, give yourself some ideas, some concepts of things that you want to accomplish, and set some numbers to them. Like, I want to post 5 times a week on my social media channels. So we want them to be measurable things that we can track. Do it down here at the bottom. So when I have used this one in the past, it has not been about tracking weekly habits necessarily, but more as an opportunity to do some reflection and be like, hey, did I get the things done that I said I got done? So for example, if I said I'm going to do content planning for the month and I want to have 85% of my content posted, and I can look each week, did I get 85% done this week? Did I get 85% done in week 2? Did I get 85% done in week 3, week 4, week 5, etc.? So this is kind of more of a way to look back and do your reflection piece, which we're going to talk about more next week. But this is a great way to be able to do it with this particular insert. And then over here on this side, on the right-hand side, if you're looking at the screen here, is this the daily habits to track. So what daily habits are you tracking? And you're going to list those down this side, whatever they happen to be. I have used this in the past for content planning. And did I get my content posted for that particular day? If I did, mark it off and celebrate. All right. So let's talk about the other style. This is the newer of the styles that we have available with Tool of 12. So it's a little bit different. It still can be used for the things that I talked about earlier, but it's on a horizontal. So again, the month goes at the top. Your daily habits can go here. Which ones are you wanting to track? This is a fun way to go across this. And then it has the weekly habits, which we talked about before, a good way to do reflection. Or if you have weekly habits, this is a good one to put here. And then it also has a spot over here for monthly habits. So if you are business owner, something like tracking your social stats or setting up your emails for the month, or you can also use this for things that you do once a month, like your financial tracking for your business. Then up here at the top is a great place for you to write your goals. Again, this is not a line section, but you can use our stencil to be able to add a line section up here to be able to write what goal it is that you're working on, or goals if you're doing more than one. So habit trackers are a great way to be able to dive into and check those things off. You can use the check boxes like I shared. You can create your own in your planner. I have my own in my planner that I create and use. You can use color-coded grids. So maybe you want to color them by the different colors of energy or mood or effort that you have to put in throughout the week. You can use stickers, stars and hearts and squares and circles, all those fun things. You can also do it as a quick note at the end of your day. Did you get those things done, and mark them off? So you're not just tracking for judgment, friends, you're tracking for awareness. And like I said, we're going to talk about the reflection piece next week. But it's a great way for you to take a look at what it is that you have going on throughout the course of your week, your day, your month, based on what you said that you are going to do. I am really looking forward to doing the 75 plan challenge with you. I really think that it's going to have a lot of motivation, a lot of eye-opening moments where you're going to be like, hey, I can actually do this planning thing and make a difference in my life based on the things that I want to accomplish and what I can actually get done. And I look forward to sharing more with you. There will be some small, quick minute-and-a-half videos that will be popping up that will talk about the specifics of what the challenge actually entails. And I can't wait for all my friends and those following me here on my business page or on YouTube to be able to get into and be involved in this particular challenge for the year 2026. Hope you all have a fantastic day, friends, and I will see you all soon.